We're just going to stand up with a short word of prayer before we start this year. Thank you, Father, for all your many blessings. I'd like to thank you for our taxpayers and this great MDA of Bonneville. Thank you for the CEO and his managers and the rest of the staff. Be with all of them, keep them safe, be with their families. I'd like to also thank you for the council that was chosen and myself. Give us wisdom throughout the next 4 years. In your name, Father, amen. Okay, Al, we're going to number 2.
Yes.
Right here, Al.
So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Al Hogan. I'm the Chief Administrative Officer for the MDA Bonneville number 87. We would like to introduce at this time Mr. Woods, who will be administering the oaths of office to Reeve Kalinsky and to the 6 elected officials for the MDA Bonneville. So at this point, I'll turn this over to Mr. Woods, who can administer the oaths of office to each of the councillors.
Is everyone comfortable with me standing here or someplace else?
Wherever you want to stand is fine with
Okay,
us here.
I'm comfortable, but Mr. Kalinsky, I understand that you have the oath in front of you.
Yes.
If you could read it, please.
I, Reeve Barry Kalinsky, do solemnly swear to uphold the Municipal District of Bonneville number 87 Councillor Code of Conducts at all times, while serving as a municipal elected official representing Municipal District of Bonneville number 87. I have read and understand the Councillor Code of Conduct bylaw and further agree to all terms and conditions as specified in the bylaw.
Congratulations. If you could sign it, please.
Yeah, no pen. Yeah. All lawyers have a pen, right? Thank you. A little nervous there. Thank you, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Bonus. I need your signature.
Oh, again?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's the same.
I don't do this every day, Mr. Wood. Thank you. I don't think I'll be that nervous.
So this is going to read the oath of office.
Yes, sir. You can, Ben, you want to start? Oh. Whoever wants to go next is fine.
Are we doing it?
Yeah,
Ken?
let's go this way.
Yes, okay.
Left, you ready?
Go ahead, please.
Thank you.
Read, Ben, Mr. Fidea.
I, Ben Fadeev, do swear that I diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Councillor to Municipal District of Bonneville, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I did? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
It's not official yet. Just as they go around the table. Just give you, it's already signed.
Mr. Crick?
I, Joshua Crick, do solemnly swear that I will diligently and faithfully and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Counselor for the Municipal District of Bonneville, number 87. So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Crick. If you could sign it, please. Mr. Swager?
I, Dana Swigert, do swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Counselor for the Municipal District of Bonneville, number 87. So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Swager.
I, Barry Kalinsky, do swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to the law of Office of Reeve for the Municipality District of Bonneville, number 87. So help me God.
Congratulations, Reed.
Thanks. You made me do it twice. Municipality, I said.
Mr. Scarson, please.
I, Darcy Scarson, do swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute, according to the law, the office of Counselor for Municipal District of Bonneville, number 87. So help me God.
Congratulations, Councilor Swager.
I, Donald Slipchuk, do swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to the law the office of Counselor for Municipal District of Bonneville, number 87. So help me God.
Congratulations, Councilor
Thank you.
Sipchak.
I, Mike Kreviak, do swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Counselor for Municipal District of Bonneville, number 87, so help me God.
Congratulations,
Thank
Councilor Kreviak. Congratulations, Reeve and councilors. It's an honor to be here, and good luck and best wishes for your term and for everything else that's good. Take care, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wood. Okay, on to number 2.
Thank you, Mr. Reeve, and members of council. Second thing on the agenda for the organizational meeting today is, as per the Alberta Municipal Government Act, Section 152, council must appoint one or more councillors as the deputy chief elected official to ensure that the office will be filled at all times. The MD of Bonneville traditionally selects 2 councillors to each act as deputy reeve for a term of 6 months. The first term will commence effectively immediately until April 30th, 2022. The second term would commence May 1st, 2022 until October 31st of 2022. In the previous 4 years, the term has, the deputy reeve position has been held by Councillor Swigert, Councillor Fadeev, Councillor Jubenville, Councillor Scarson, Councillor Duchesne, and the last year for a full year term was Councillor Kreviak. The recommended action is that, that council nominates somebody to serve as deputy reeve for the Municipal District of Bonneville, number 87, for the first term effective immediately until April 30th of 2022, and a second counselor for the second term to commence May 1st, 2022 until October 31st of 2022. And as always, this is also a council decision. If council would like to elect that person for a full year term, council certainly can adjust that schedule as council sees fit. So at this time, I would turn the election of the Deputy Reeve over to Reeve Kalinsky.
Thank you. I'll just open it up for nominations or, okay?
Yeah, so I'm a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to this, and I was happy to see that Councillor Kerviak was the deputy for the last year. You know, next in line for me is definitely Councillor Swigert. I would nominate him for the first 6 months, and then Councillor Fadea for the next 6 months after that.
Okay. Anybody else? Yep.
Yeah, we're all going to get our turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter who's on first, what's on second.
Yeah,
But for sure, I think that makes sense.
I think that's, sorry, I think that's wise that everybody gets a chance to be the deputy and then everybody has a, you know, you get a turn to do it and step up. Yeah, all right. We have a, was that a motion? Okay, we have a motion by Councillor Scarson. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none?
Sounds
Oh,
good to me.
what's?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. All right, seeing no discussion, all those in favor? Carried, thank you.
Are we using e-scribe anymore,
Oh,
So, sorry, is that going forward then, or is that just for today, or?
It's going forward until we can figure something out that, but just with the issues we've been having with the voting manager.
okay, thank you. On to number 4.
Thank you, Mr. Reeve, and members of council. Again, as per the Municipal Government Act, Section 213(4), signing authority must be delegated to a designated officer for checks and other bill payment. The resolutions are passed by council at the October 21st, 2018 organizational meeting, delegating signing authority as follows. Resolution number 18.493, that signing authorities for payroll and PayPal shall be the Chief Administrative Officer or the Director of Finance and Administration effective October 24th, 2018. Resolution number 18.494, that for checks under $10,000, the Chief Administrative Officer or the Director of Finance and Administration be signing authorities, and for checks $10,000 and over, the Reeve or the Deputy Reeve and Chief Administrative Officer or the Director of Finance and Administration be Administration be signing authorities. Due to organizational changes within MD, the Director of Finance Administration position is now known as the General Manager of Corporate Services. Since these resolutions do not indicate a specific term for this authorization, a new motion is not required unless council wishes to revise the approved authorizations. Our recommended action is to stay status quo.
Okay. Go ahead.
Mr. Reeve, just a question. Mr. CAO, signing authority, are there 2 signatures then on each of those checks, or just one?
So each check over 10,000 has 2 signing authorities. It's traditionally been the Reeve and the Chief Administrative Officer, and checks under 10,000 are currently just the CAO. I have indicated to Corporate Services that I'd like to see that increased to 2 signatures on all checks. So under 10,000 would be myself and a general manager, and checks over 10,000 would be the Reeve and myself.
And I'd agree with that. I'm just not sure if I see that in the resolution, though.
It's currently not. We're just we're adding that second line, and once that becomes official on the checks, we'll come back with the discussion for council at that time.
Thank you.
So you don't need a motion for that?
If council would like, just receive a motion just receiving it for information.
Okay,
Mr. Reeve, I'll make that.
sorry. Josh, go ahead.
I'll make the motion, we receive it for information.
Thank you, Councillor Crick. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried, thank you. On to number 5, Al.
Thank you. As per the Alberta Municipal Government Act, Section 193(1), council may decide to hold regularly scheduled meetings on specific dates, times, and places. All meetings have already been scheduled for 2021. However, the meetings for 2022 still need to be scheduled by council. Currently, council holds the regular meetings of council on the second and fourth Wednesday of each month, and its committee of the whole meetings on the third Wednesday of each month, with the meetings commencing at 09:30 a.m. in council chambers. Administration is proposing that the MD regular meetings of council and committee of the whole meetings commence at 9 a.m. instead of 9:30 a.m. effective immediately. And the following dates are being brought forward for council's consideration for cancellation in 2022. Regular council meetings, March 16th, that's RMA convention. July 27th and August 10th, that's to take a 4-week summer break. November 8th, 2022, again is RMA fall convention. And December 28th of 22 is the Christmas break. And we're also suggesting canceling the committee of whole meetings June 15th, July 20th, and August 17th, as those are smack dab in the middle of the summer season. Our recommended action is that council hold its regular meetings of council on the second and fourth Wednesday of each month, the committee of the whole meeting on the third Wednesday, and for those meetings to commence at 9 a.m. And then you can see in the recommended action the 8 dates we are recommending canceling. Other than that, as opposed to approving a whole schedule, we're just assume that the second and fourth Wednesday would be a council meeting, and these are the ones that we'll pull out from that 2022 calendar.
Okay, Darcy, sorry,
Yeah.
Councillor, go ahead.
I just got a couple of questions. So one, refresh my memory, so it's this first, second, and fourth Wednesdays now? Is that right, or is it the second, third, and fourth Wednesdays?
Second, third, and fourth.
Okay, and then it's just a housekeeping note, I guess, but are the 2022 books in, or like the calendar books? Do we have any of these yet?
We just received them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We probably need a motion on that?
Yes, Mr. Reeves, so council has several options. The first option is that obviously accept our administrative recommendation. Other would be that municipal council will hold its regular meetings on the second and fourth Wednesday, which is what we just discussed. And that council rejects the scheduling for the remainder of the 2020 regular meetings of council and committee of the whole meetings, or any other decision council would like to make.
Okay, thank you. I need a motion.
I make a motion that we accept this.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Slipchik. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Did you have discussion, Ben? Sorry.
Yeah, just some clarification in regards to the committee as a whole. If this doesn't work and we're not covering everything, we still be open to making it twice a month versus every other month?
From an administrative perspective, through the Reeve, absolutely, we do anything council needs to make council business work.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried, thank you. On to number 6.
Mr. Reeve,
Oh,
could we get one more motion indicated there that the council approves changing the time for the remainder of the 2021 meetings? from
Hey, I'm
9:30
sorry
to
about
9?
that.
No worries.
I need another motion. Sure.
Mr. Reeve, I'll make that motion.
Yeah, thank you, Councillor Graviac. Yeah, any discussion? Yeah, go ahead.
I just noticed that, so November 8th is actually a Tuesday. Is that the right date then, or of next year?
Is that a 9 up there or 8?
It's a 9 it's actually a 9.
Oh,
Oh, it's 9 in my.
9 in the package?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 2022.
Yeah, you know, it says November 8th on the top and then November 9th on the bottom on mine, that's all.
Oh, okay.
We're good then? All right, any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Thank you. Number 6, please.
Thank you. As per the Alberta Municipal Government Act, Section 192(1), council must hold an organizational meeting annually, not later than 2 weeks after the third Monday in October. Administration is recommending the 2022 organizational meeting be held on Wednesday, October 26, 2022, commencing at 9 a.m. in council chambers. So our administrative recommended action is just that. The council approves scheduling the 2022 organization meeting to Wednesday, October 26th, commencing at 9 a.m.
Thank you. We need a motion for that, eh?
Yeah, I'll make the motion to approve.
Thank you, Councillor Scarson. Any discussion on this motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Sorry if I get your names wrong a bit once in a while, guys. Luston Hale. On to number 7, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Reeve. The number 7 is the council appointments. Attached is the draft list of the 2021-22 committees and boards outlining the boards and committees requiring council appointment. You can see the attached list to that. Our administrative recommendations, the council approves the following appointments of committee and board members effective October 27, 2021, as per the amended Appendix A. The one issue that has arisen from this, if council wishes to appoint Councillor Swigert to any of the boards and commissions, then the council will need to deal with the previous motion of council regarding councillor sanctions, and I believe there is a motion prepared in the event the council would like to move down that road.
Thank you.
And Mr. Reeve, I'm going to recuse myself from the vote on this one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, do we have a motion?
I make a motion to rescind Councillor Swigert's previous breach of conduct, to reinstate Councillor Swigert to its full capacities and duties. Pardon me? And remove the reprimand from the website, and also that all votes would be recorded.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Slipcheck. Sorry?
Some clarity, please. So, Stephanie, could we put that motion up? Do we have that motion? Or Jolene? I'm not sure on the motion, Councillor Slipcheck. Are you asking for this to be a recorded vote, or are you asking for all votes to be recorded going into the future?
For just this recorded vote, please.
Very good. Thank you.
We have a motion that's probably written up already, do we not? Sorry?
We'll cast it. If you'd like, you can read it out.
Okay. If you'd like to read out the motion there, Donnie, that was made.
It will be coming up momentarily.
Yes. Yep.
I think this is a personal issue, and under the MGA, it says that we have to go in camera on this to discuss it any further.
Okay.
And I would like to make the motion to go on camera to discuss this personnel matter.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Fidea?
Sorry, Mr. Reeve, because there's already a motion on the floor, we do need to vote on that before another motion is made.
Pardon me?
Or he can rescind his motion.
I didn't hear you.
Because the motion has already been made, the person that made the motion either needs to rescind his motion, or you need to vote on that motion before another one can be made.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Reeve, Members of Council, we can't have two active motions on the floor at the same time.
Okay. So, Donnie, I'm just going to ask if you want to rescind that and go into camera with that motion, or do you want to keep that motion the way you have it?
I'd like to keep that motion the way I have it.
Okay, thank you. I'm not too sure on all.
No, that's, Mr. Reeve, Members of Council, I think the only thing that the motion on the board is missing is the rescinding of the reprimand letter, directing administration to remove the reprimand letter from the website. I think that was also part of Councillor Slipchuk's motion.
Oh, sorry.
So, I'd like to get a legal opinion on this one, that's for sure. So, just kind of want to see if we're doing this the right way.
Mr. Reeve, Members of Council, it would be my opinion as the CAO that we are not dealing with a legal matter at this point in time. The legal matter was dealt with in March of 2021. This is now council determining whether or not the period of sanctions as there was no time limit on the period of sanctions that were placed against Councillor Swigert, it's my opinion as a CAO that continuing with this in open council would not be violating anything in the MGA. This is not, this is removing a sanction as opposed to placing a sanction, and and we didn't reach out to get a legal opinion to give to council on this matter. So it would be entirely up to council if you want to continue to discuss this and debate it in Folsom in an in-camera session, or whether you would like to keep it, in public on the floor. To keep it in public, where there's a motion on the floor, to go in camera would require a motion, would require Councillor Slipchuk to withdraw that motion, go in camera with the motion that Councillor Fredea have made, come back out of the in-camera session, and then, depending on the discussion in closed session, Councillor Slipchuk's motion could be made again, and dealt with again publicly.
Okay, thank you. More discussion?
I just think as doing our diligence, we should be able to have that in-camera discussion on this so that we actually know what the restrictions were put on Councillor Swigert for. And
Okay, I kind of tend to agree. I think we should rescind this motion, Donnie, and then go in camera and then have a discussion with the council. It seems like we're some sitting on one fence and some sitting on the other, so I think it's only right to go in camera. So if you could rescind your motion, please.
And I think having the discussion has nothing to do with the end decision, but just having that discussion.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, so I rescind my motion, please, so we can have a closed discussion.
Okay, thank you. So I guess we might as well do that right now. Yeah?
We need a motion
and a Yep. vote Okay, thank you, Councillor Fidea, for making the motion to go in camera. Any discussion, or there's no discussion on that, is there? All in favor? Okay. You need a vote to come out of okay. All right, all those in favor? We all have to lift our hands, I've been told. Yes. All right, thank you. Okay, Al? Sorry, Mr. Hogan.
Okay.
We need a motion to...
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that council removes all sanctions from Councillor Dana Swigert with immediate effect and directs administration to remove the reprimand letter from the MD website.
Okay. Thank you, Councillor Slipchuk, for that motion. Any discussion on this motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried, thank you. Okay, we're going to need another motion now. Okay, Councillor Crick.
I'll make a motion that we review the code of conduct. And Al, if you want to give me a suggested date, then I'll go with that suggestion.
Thank you, Mr. Reeve, members of council. Through the Reeve to Councillor Crick, I would suggest that if council wanted to direct administration to bring back the code of conduct bylaw for review, would March 1st work for, it'll give us some time. We're pretty busy the next couple of months with budget and Christmas.
I think that'll be plenty of time.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Councillor Crick, for that motion. Any discussion on his motion, gentlemen? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried, thank you. All right, on to number 7, I believe.
Thank you, Mr. Reeve, and members of council. We've introduced number 7 already, and now it's just a matter of council appointing You have a list of the committees in front of you. It is just a matter now of council putting names to those positions.
I guess we discussed this a little bit. You know, I think there's some committees that guys want to sit on, and there's some at the end that we're probably going to have to appoint sometimes, but we'll start with, we're going to start with Mike, but he always starts first, so we're going to go over to Councillor Fideo this time to start us off on, we're going to let you pick one right off to start, if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, thank you. I'm a fan of waste. I like to keep on going. There's a couple things we're working on. I'd like to see them through. I'm not a farmer, so I'm not going to volunteer for the ASB board
All right.
or anything or like that. I don't pretend to be a farmer, so the only thing I cut is my grass, and it's more times than hay.
But on your signs, you say you like farmers.
Oh, I never said I like. I farm farmers, right? So I like you, Barry, right? So,
right,
but that's
so-
yeah. I think that is one of my tops. Everything else, I'll work with.
Okay, thank you
with
to
everybody
Councillor
that has.
Fideo, so he's taken that. All right, on,
Need two on that one.
yeah, two, okay, who else would like to sit on that one?
I definitely would.
Okay, Councillor Swager?
Sorry it was out of order there, Mr. Reed.
Yeah, I thought we'd let Josh take that one if he wanted, but that's okay, this is first choice only. So Josh, it's your turn now,
Okay, if I can sit on the BRFA board, I'd choose that one.
all right? We need two for that as well. Mike, okay. Councillor Swager?
Oh, I had my choice already.
Okay, that's
So
right.
You go ahead.
Well, I'll skip, how does that sound?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, the Reeve is on every
Everything.
board,
Yeah.
basically, so. I'll tell you, the BRFA was high on my list, but if, you know, Josh and Mike want it, that's fine by me too. Yeah, and then, you know, I did finish my last term as the chair of the Regional Economic Development Committee, and I would like to continue with that one as well.
Awesome.
It does need a second one as well.
Okay, who would like to take the second one on that?
If you're asking, I'd love to have that one.
Okay,
It was kind of my initiative to get that economic development thing going. So.
yeah, I heard that today, very good.
Well, we had that, remember we had that group meeting with the city of Cold Lake and the town of Bonneville, and no one was interested, and I pushed it. We finally have it, but.
All right, awesome.
I'd like to pick on Transportation Services, MD Industry Liaison Committee.
All right, thank you. Is there two on that one as well?
I think there's a pattern with Ward 4 and industry.
So, Mr. Reeve, what's your point?
You call me Mr. Reeve now?
Is my turn?
Sure.
I would like to have the LLHF, the Lodge, Lakeland Lodge and Housing, and there's two from there as well.
Okay. Who else would like to sit on the lodge?
I'll sit on with Mike.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Slipchuk?
And I
Okay,
have one
Mike, you
more.
You get to go again?
Well, I guess I'm a farmer, so I'll take the ASB also. And there's two on the ASB as well, and three people at large. So I'm not sure if you want to have the chairman being one of the people at large. That can be in the first meeting, or if you want one of us to be, it's up to you.
How did you guys do it lately?
We'll
We were the
decide.
chair?
Pardon me?
How did you guys do it lately?
Well, it used to be all the time that one of the councilors was chair, but according to Mr. Koff, it recommended one of the people at large.
Okay, well, we can do it that way this year.
So once we have the committee, we can
Yep.
decide there.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
all right.
Okay, I guess I'm done for a while.
Okay, Donnie?
Environmental Health Services, there's another one left there.
Okay,
Mr. Reeve?
yep.
Aren't there two on the liaison committee? There are two people on the liaison, right?
Did we
So,
appoint the two, or no? No, just one? Okay,
just one?
so far?
The liaison committee consists of the Reeve and two members of council.
Yes,
Reeve and two?
yes,
So I'd like to be on that one as well with Councilor Slipchuk.
okay.
Okay.
Whose turn is it already? I'm getting confused here already.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah. They're gonna rename 8 Mile Mike to Committee Mike here right away.
Thank you. I see you're paying attention. That's good.
Again, I was on the C2 board, and I'd like to continue on with that one.
All right, is there two in the C2?
The Reeve.
The Reeve, me and you? Okay.
Sorry, it is 2 council members. It can be the Reeve, but it doesn't need to be.
Oh, okay, sorry, it was the Reeve last time, but yeah, it could be another, I suppose.
Well, I can sit on that. Sure.
Yeah, nice to have you there.
Okay.
I will select Leica. I'm a really strong kind of in favor of Leica. They have Lakeland Industry and Community Association, lots of industry reps on their committee, and I'd love to sit on that one.
Okay. That's too far for me to see, and I gotta look here. Is there 2 on Leica or just one?
There's
One?
one,
Okay, Josh? Or, sorry.
That's okay.
Counselor Crick, sorry about that.
Mr. Reeve,
Everybody?
I'm not sure, does Leica have an alternate, though?
No.
No? Okay.
Is the Ag Service, do we fill the Ag Service Board already?
Are the Ag Service Board members taken care of? Just one, so we need 2? Nope.
Okay, I'll go on that one then.
Okay, Counselor Crick will go on the Ag. Thank you, Counselor Crick. Counselor Fidea, you got 2 in a row now, buddy.
Yeah, anything else that's outstanding right now?
What's left?
Libraries.
Well, that's kind of, yeah, so usually, I know with the Cold Lake Chamber of Commerce, it is every 3rd or 4th meeting where they bring in liaison only. So you're there, you're meeting with CNRL and Imperial and all those guys that are there as well, giving a report of whatever else. I know it's different in Bonneville. We've asked them to try to mirror the same, because I know previous councils had issues of going every single. Thank you. The councilors had issues of going every single month for just kind of
Just to go?
stuff to go, and we're not even a voting member, so you can't really, it's just, you're just there, fly on the wall. So the value wasn't there from what I heard. But if they can adapt to that, I think it would be good for us to do both the same. I'll do the chamber and also with the FCSS. I would love to do that because I'm in Cold Lake already, so
Yeah.
it's easy
So
to do
your
that.
Cold Lake Chamber and FCSS?
And FCSS,
And Cold
please,
Lake.
yeah. And probably, we're talking stuff in Cold Lake, unless somebody wants to do the library, unless Counselor Swaggart or Counselor Crick wants to take the library, they can. If not, I'll do that as well. Just commuting wise, it's easier.
So we'll just let them take 3 in a row there, fellas? Yeah. That's fair, yeah. All right, thank you. It's
So when did you change those rules?
it's just coming as it's going here, yeah.
Mr. Reeve, before you
Yes.
start a new round, we just missed what Counselor Slipchuk wanted to put his name on for the last time. Which board?
I thought he's in,
The Lodge.
Yeah.
sorry, I'm probably going too fast.
No, it was the Lodge.
We're good then, thank you.
Especially with giving one counselor 3, that's way too fast.
How many you got there, Mike? 4? 5?
All right, Counselor Crick, your turn. Okay.
Is it
Counselor
my
Swaggart?
turn? Mr.
Yeah,
Reeve?
your
Is it?
turn, yeah.
Okay, so I'll pick the Unicor, and then I guess with that goes the Riverland Trail. That comes up, that's coming up here, but
Yeah,
Unicor and the Riverlands Trail Committee, I'll do both of those.
okay. You girls got that? You ladies have that? All right. Counselor Scarson?
Yeah, so, yeah, another one too is, again, the Bonneville Chamber as well, so,
Okay.
one I didn't get to sit on last time that I'd like to.
Okay, right on. Thank you, Counselor Scarson. Counselor Slipchuk? I don't know what's really left there, maybe we
There's
should.
quite a few.
Yeah,
Would you like me to go over the list of what's left?
Maybe if they still go, and let them go, and then after Mike picks two, maybe, then we can,
Yeah, I'd like to go on the LARA.
Yes.
okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Mike?
Did you go on Lara too?
As an alternate.
Okay,
He snuck that one on you.
Unless you want it, you can have it.
that's what happens when you give one 3 and the next one 2, and it's my turn, but
That's like
anyway.
5 miles or 2 miles, yeah.
Mr. Reeve, I'd like to know what's left.
What's left, ladies?
Policing.
Can you speak up, please?
She does have the
Sorry, I
softest
can't-
voice,
yeah.
that's for sure.
There is the assessment review boards. There is still the Alberta Bilingual Municipalities Association, the Rural Policing Committee,
The what?
Policing.
Rural Policing Committee,
Oh, policing.
Beaver River Regional Waste Management Commission, the Cold Lake Regional Utility Services Commission, the Bonnyville Regional Water Services Commission still needs an alternate. FCS Bonnyville, and then the FCS Cold Lake still needs an alternate. Greater North Foundation, the Northeast Alberta Information Hub, the Northeast Municorps still needs an alternate, and then the Northern Lights Library Board and the Bonnyville Library Board.
Okay, thank you. I guess I can go on policing. And
Need 2 members for that?
maybe you should be on that too.
Okay, I'll be the second member for that.
Sorry, Mr. Scarson.
And you get one more, Mike.
One more. Well, I guess nobody, there's none on FCSS yet? None? Okay, I guess I can go on FCSS also. And then I'm done after this.
Mr. Reeve?
Yes,
If I could make a suggestion,
yes.
I think there is some benefit for some consistency that, as Councillor Fadeev has indicated, is interested in the MD Waste Reduction and Recycling Committee. We are still looking for a member for the Beaver Regional Waste Management Committee. I think there is some benefit to having a focus on waste. If one does one, potentially, I think it makes sense to have that same councillor dealing with waste, the actual logistics of waste in the MD as well.
Very good suggestion. Okay. Are you okay with that? No. No, okay. I'm not gonna force him.
I'm done, thank you.
All right. Do you want me to appoint him to do that? No. Go ahead, Donnie, sorry.
I'll go with that Northeast Committee,
Huh?
when you mentioned.
Northeast what?
Are you referring to the Northeast Municorps?
Pardon me?
Are you referring to Northeast Municorps?
Yeah.
So that's an alternate, just, you want to be the alternate for that committee?
Okay.
Okay.
Councillor Scarson?
Yeah, I'll carry on as the Bonneville Municipal Library.
Okay, thank you. I think I'll take this Great North Foundation. I don't know what it's all about. No?
I think you should.
Yeah? All right. I'll find out in a hurry.
Can you just clarify for me, the waste committee? So Alberta Care, what were being combined here? Alberta Care is part of Beaver River Regional Waste Management, is it?
Through the Reeve, Councillor Swigert, the Alberta Coordinated Action for Recycling Committee, the CAMER Committee, was now combined with the Waste Reduction and Recycling Committee that Councillor Fadeev has indicated an interest in. So they're now one committee.
Okay. And so I had also was interested in that, so are we both on that same committee, or? There's 2 people. Just make sure, you want to verify that?
I have it on my list that Councillor Swigert and Councillor Fadeev are both on the MD Waste Reduction and Recycling Committee, which also is the Alberta Care Committee now as well.
Okay, so what was the other issue? You brought up the waste.
It would make some sense to me that one of the counselors who is on the MD Waste Reduction and Recycling Committee should probably be on the Beaver River Regional Waste Management Commission, as it's a focus on waste overall, and I think that, I think some consistency there may have some value to the MD.
I think you're right, so I'll take that one.
Thank you, Councillor Swire.
So he's gonna take that one, so I'm off that one then?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Well, I guess it's pinball, sure.
It also needs an alternate for that commission.
Okay, well then could be the alternate? No? I'm not gonna force you to do anything. Hey, okay,
Yeah,
Councillor.
they only meet quarterly, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Okay, Councillor Crick?
Sorry, what do we have left now?
Policing.
SCSS would be a good one.
Policing.
We have the Assessment Review Boards, Alberta Bilingual Municipalities Association, Cold Lake Regional Utility Services Commission, the Bonneville Regional Water Services Commission still needs an alternate. We still need alternates for both FCSS groups.
There are alternates, though, for the FCSS. You have only one person, right?
Yeah.
I have one person, I have the primary person for each committee, but I still need an alternate for each one.
Well, I don't know how Cold Lake worked, but Bonneville was two.
Yeah, two. There's two.
It's not an alternate, it's two positions.
Two positions.
Oh, my apologies, yes, you're right, there is two for Bonneville.
Mr. Reeve,
Yes.
Councillor Crick, I think you'd like FCSS.
Meet every, once a month on Thursday nights.
You'll be there with me, I'll guide you.
Don't trust Mike like that. All right, Councillor Fideo?
I don't know, the assessment review board thing, I don't know. Everybody's jumping up to get on that one, I see. Yeah, sign me up for another 3 more years. I have to redo the course, correct, on that then?
There usually is a course, right?
Yeah, it's 4 years.
Or you're still good?
Well, still good for like a few more days.
Couple of months.
Do I have to redo the course? Yes. Eventually?
No, it's 4 years, right, so
Is it?
you're just about
Good.
up.
Good for
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm on board up. Yeah. I cheated the
That's-
first time, so I'm good. Yeah, no,
Thanks, that's a tough one.
it is
Ben, do you want to sit on both or just one?
both. I'll take one for the team.
Thank you, Councillor Fideo.
2 teams.
We all
2
owe
teams or
him
1
lunch
team?
now.
Oh, 2 for the team.
Those are the tough ones to take.
Is the policing committee full yet?
Yes,
It is, okay.
we're even.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
All right, Josh, Ben, you should be done.
Yeah, yeah.
That's tough ones.
Well, there's the Northern Lights Library System as well.
Yeah, take that one, that's an easy one.
That's the Northeast, so that's the whole region.
That's an Elk Point still?
Yeah, it's four meetings a year.
We all took our turn tonight.
And Mr. Reeve, I'll take the Cold Lake Regional Waterline Commission.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's left either, but just put my name on whatever. I don't think any left.
We have Alberta Bilingual Municipalities Association, the Bonneville Regional Water Services Commission still needs an alternate. Northeast Alberta Information Hub.
As an alternate?
Is there still FCS?
And an alternate for the Northern Lights Library Board.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no
I'll take the Alberta Information Hub. Pardon me? There's just one.
There's an alternate.
There's an alternate.
Oh, there's someone there already?
No, we would still need an alternate, sorry.
Do you have your alternates for FCSS already?
Yep.
I need an alternate for Cold Lake.
I'll do that. I'll be an alternate.
Is there any, I would do the bilingual one, but I don't speak French. Is there anyone else that does? No, I know.
Yeah, you don't need to be, they welcome everybody.
I'm bilingual, but I don't think I'll fit in that
Won't
committee.
pass. Mike. All right. Dart?
Yeah, I'll do that one if it's, I don't know, I'm not sure 100% what it is about, but
Okay.
just beware, I don't speak two languages.
Are you talking about the bilingual are you wanting to do that one and the hub, or that
Yeah.
one instead? Okay.
Darcy, I think you'll, sorry, Mrs. Carson, now, I think Counselor Carson, look at that, third time. You'll find that one pretty beneficial. They talk about a lot about the tourism part.
Okay, good.
And so again, we can, with the economic development that you're dealing with, I think that'll be a perfect fit.
Okay, thank you.
Counselor
So the
Subject?
hub is open now? You're off the hub, Darcy? Councilor Scarson?
If you want it, you can have it for sure.
Sure. I'll be on the hub, please. Councilor Slip.
So we have Darcy currently on the hub, and then we need an alternate. Do you want to be the alternate? Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah?
You know what's left, Mike?
No, but is there an alternate for Lara? If not, I'll do that. Huh? You do? Then I guess I don't want any more committees.
Sorry, but we're gonna have to ask you the question one more time. What's left? Sorry, ladies.
No problem.
Let's write them down this time.
We need an alternate for the Alberta Bilingual Municipalities Association. An alternate for the Bonnyville Regional Water Services Commission.
Anybody want to be that alternate?
I'll take alternate on the Bonneville Regional.
Okay.
And then we have just an alternate for the Northern Lights Library Board.
Who would like to take that? Josh?
I
Josh
have,
is already
You're
there.
already there?
I already have you as the main.
Okay, Counselor Fidel will be the alternate on that. And the first one, we need a,
Alternate for Alberta Bilingual Municipalities Association.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So that's a wrap.
So, Mr. Reeve, if I could just go over this just to make sure that we've encapsulated this. So the MD Assessment Review Board and the MD Assessment Review Board Composite, we have Councillor Fadea for both of those. Regional Economic Development Committee, which is a 2-year term, we have Councillor Swigert and Councillor Scarson. Alberta Bilingual Municipalities Association, we have Councillor Scarson with an alternate of Reeve Kalinsky. Bonnyville Regional Fire Authority, we have Councillor Crick, Councillor Kreviak, and Reeve sits on that one, I believe, as per their bylaw. MD Rural Policing Committee, we have Councillor Kreviak and Reeve Kalinsky. The MD Industry Liaison Committee, we have Councillor Kreviak, Councillor Slipchuk, and that also includes the Reeve as well on that committee by the terms of reference. Beaver River Regional Waste Management Commission, which is a 1-year term, we have Councillor Swigert with an alternate of Councillor Fadeev. Cold Lake Regional Utility Service Commission, we have Councillor Swigert. MD Waste Reduction Recycling Committee, we have Councillor Swigert, Councillor Fadeev. The Bonnyville Regional Water Service Commission, we have Councillor Crick with the alternate of Councillor Slipchuk. The Lakeland Lodge and Housing Foundation, we have Councillor Kreviak and Councillor Slipchuk. The FCSS for Bonnyville, we have Councillor Kreviak and Councillor Crick. FCSS for Cold Lake, we have Councillor Fadeev and Reeve Kalinsky as the alternate. Greater North Foundation, we have Reeve Kalinsky. Environment Development Services under the MD Ag Service Board, we have Councillor Kreviak and Councillor Crick. Lara, we have Councillor Slipchuk with an alternate of Councillor Crick. Northeast Alberta Information Hub, we have Councillor Scarson with an alternate of Councillor Slipchuk. Leica, we have Councillor Swigert. Northeast Municore, we have Councillor Swigert with an alternate of Councillor Slipchuk. MPC is all of council. Bonnyville and District Leisure Facility Corp, C2, we have Councillor Scarson. I don't have a second.
Council, the Reeve.
Reeve? Perfect. I'll just make a note here then.
That's an alternate or
Nope.
actual?
And I will, there is a further
The last Monday of every
discussion coming later in this meeting, because we do have some issues with members at large for that as well, and we'll
Yeah.
have some discussion about that. The Chamber of Commerce for Bonneville, we have Councillor Scarson. Chamber of Commerce for Cold Lake, we have Councillor Fadeev. Northern Lights Library Board, we have Councillor Crick. Alternate is Councillor Fadeev. Bonneville Municipal Library, we have Councillor Scarson. And the Cold Lake Public Library, we have Councillor Fadeev.
Okay, thank you.
We're pretty much perfect.
Yeah, go ahead, Councillor Kraviak.
Thank you, Mr. Reeve. Don't we have to appoint a chair for the MPC?
Yes, Mike?
Yes, I think council would be required to appoint a chair for MPC.
Yes, I was the chair for the last 4 years, so somebody else can take that. Thank you.
Okay.
I was just
uh,
going to nominate you.
Anybody like to volunteer for being the chair at MPC, or can you do that?
Mr. Reeve, if we could just get a motion from council accepting the committee appointments as described.
I'd just like, yeah, one sec, Mike. Thank you, ladies, for your patience.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. It's kind of a scramble, but we got through it. Okay, go ahead.
I'll make the, Mr. Reeve, I'll make the motion to accept the nominations for the committees.
Thank you, Councillor Kraviak, for making that
welcome.
motion. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Reeve. A very smart person just whispered in my ear, MPC has been, on the very first MPC meeting, has been choosing their own chair.
Okay.
So we'll do that then, all right? Thank you. What number are we on? Number 8 or 7?
8. So thank you, Mr. Reeve, members of council. So number 8, 1 is the Riverland Recreational Trail Society. This just came up here very recently. The Riverland Recreational Trail Society is a not-for-profit charitable society governed by a volunteer board of directors, recognizing the trails are an important part of both healthy communities and economically viable regions. The RRTS promotes the development and use of Alberta Iron Horse Trail. We have just recently received a request for a councillor member to be appointed to the RRTS board, preferably the same member that's been appointed to the Northeast Municorp board, as there is usually an overlap in discussion. You can see when that board meets, and it would be our recommendation that, seeing as Councillor Swigert has been appointed to the Northeast Municorp, we would recommend that Councillor Swigert be appointed to that board as well.
Thank you, Mr. Hogan. Yes.
I just got a question. So, the Riverland Recreational Trail Society, is that only dealing with the Municorp Trail then? Or is that like,
They actually deal with other trail, like they took over the Husky Trail from Crane Lake to Tucker. So they're trying to kind of look at setting up skidooing or sled and quad trails throughout the province, as far as like they'd like to get some trail systems from the MD of Bonneville up all the way to McMurray, that sort of thing. So they look at lots of trails.
all right, well, I'll make the motion that Councillor Swigert is appointed to that board.
Thank you, Councillor Scarson, for making that motion. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried, thank you.
So thank you, Mr. Chair and members of council. The next item of business is the appointment of the chair for the Ag Service Board. There are 2 ways I guess council could do this, seeing as there has been some discussion about appointing a member at large. It may be worthwhile to table this particular appointment until such time as the Ag Service Board has met and determined if any of the members at large are interested in the chair position, and then bring that recommendation back to the next council meeting, or the council meeting after that, to have council appoint that person as the chair. I think it would be unfair to appoint a chair of a member at large today who may not actually want to be the chair, so.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll make the motion to table.
Thank you. You need when you table it, do you need a?
So I would suggest that the motion probably should be expanded a bit to table this item until the Ag Service Board has had a chance to meet to make a recommendation to council.
Sounds good.
Good.
Yeah. Just to clarify, when does the next time that the Ag Service Board meet? Does it? So then
It's right away.
We might know by then, so that's
Any,
good.
any discussion on this? No, it's table motion, it's done, right? Yeah, thanks. Okay, all those in favor? Carried. Sorry, I forgot that one. Yep. I thought so, but I wasn't quite sure.
That's interesting. That, okay, we have some other, but it will,
It's okay, I can get scolded.
no, it's all good.
Just as per the ASB terms of reference, the position of chair does need to be filled by a member of council.
So I would suggest that the motion stand, and when it comes back, council could have that possibly discussion about amending the terms of reference.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. 8.3, yeah, 8.3,
So going to be a motion to vote on.
that's the MPC one.
Do we need a chair? The secretary? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
We voted already. To
Yeah.
table it, yeah.
The next item is the MPC is an MD of a Bonnyville Board that under the Municipal Government Act has all the development powers and duties when acting as a development authority and has all the subdivision powers and duties when acting as a subdivision authority. The MPC consists of all members of council during their term of office as per MD Bylaw 1344. Council must appoint the MPC secretary by resolution. Due to organizational changes within the MD and responsibilities thereof, administration is recommending the appointment of Jolene Albert as the Municipal Planning Commission secretary. Our recommended action is that council appoints Jolene Albert as the secretary of the Municipal District of Bonnyville Municipal Planning Commission effective October 27th, 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Eve, I'll make that motion that we appoint Jolene Albert.
Thank you, Councillor Swager, for making that motion. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Thank you.
Just as a side note, does everybody here know who Jolene is? That's Jolene hiding behind the computer screens.
Hi, Jolene.
Maybe she should get up and say a few words?
Yeah.
So the next item is the Subdivision Appeal Board is an MD of Bonnyville Board that under the Municipal Government Act hears appeals of decisions from the Subdivision Authority and the Development Authority for the municipality. The SDAB meets when a complaint needs to be heard, scheduling for which is done at the discretion of the SDAB Secretary. The SDAB is governed by 5 members at large and administrated by a council-appointed secretary in accordance with Bylaw 1670. The SDAB Secretary responsibilities and functions include, but are not limited to, creating and keeping record of the SDAB proceedings, compiling and providing agenda and meeting packages to the members of the board, and signing orders, decisions, approvals, notices, and other items given by the SDAB on its behalf. Due to organizational changes within the MD and responsibilities thereof, administration is proposing to appoint Stephanie Severin as the SDAB Secretary. The administrative recommended action is that council appoints Stephanie Severin as Secretary of the Municipal District of Bonnyville Subdivision and Development Appeal Board effective October 27th, 2021.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Crick, for making that motion. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Thank you.
And who's Stephanie?
No,
Not sure. Oh, is that you? Thank you.
that's me. You guys. All right.
The last 8.5 and 8.6, as per the Alberta Municipal Government Act, council must appoint one of the members appointed to the Composite Assessment Review Board, CARB, as well the Local Assessment Review Board, LARB, as the chair. As per MD Bylaw 1742, establishing the LARB, and 1743, establishing the CARB, council shall designate one member of the Local and Composite Assessment Review Boards as chair for a one-year term by resolution of council at an organizational meeting. At the August 25th, 2021 regular meeting of council, Councillor Fadea was appointed as the LARB and CARB chairperson for the remainder of the 2021 term. Current members of the at-large of the LARB and CRB are Delano Tolley, Cliff Martin, and Ron Young. Administrative recommended action is that council appoints their choice as the Local Assessment Review chair for one-year term, and the same for the Composite Assessment Review Board.
Yeah, Councillor Fadea.
Just a quick question in regards to that. Does it has to be appointed, so I have to be appointed to that, right? It has to be a council member, not a member at large.
It
that
could be-
changed?
It could be anybody.
As the bylaw reads, it just needs to be a member of the board.
So I know there was some discussion on that previously, and that was wrong?
The bylaw does not specifically indicate that the chair must be a member of council.
Mr. Reeve?
Yes.
We're in a bit of a situation here, though, because we can't really appoint somebody to chair who's not present. Again, so if Councillor Fadeev is willing to take the chair position, I'll make motion that we appoint Councillor Fadeev as LARB and CARB chair, if he's willing to accept it.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. Thank you, Councillor Swiger, for making that. Any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Were we allowed to make two motions at the same time?
If we could have two separate motions,
Okay,
please.
sorry.
You could just write them as separate, but they're actually, yeah. Did I say it but they're separate, right?
Let's just help the girls out and do
Yeah.
it again.
So it's there written, though, that Councillor appoints Councillor Fadeev as chair of the Local Assessment Review Board. And then, we vote on that one? I guess we
Which
did.
one did we vote on, the first one?
I apologize. Which one you specified the first time?
I actually said both of them,
Yeah.
but I
You
said the
started
CARB
with the
and
first
LARB,
one, right?
but that's fair. We can vote, let's vote on, that was the LARB first, Local Assessment Review Board.
Okay, so we did the first one, so we need a motion for the second one, so you already said it?
Yeah, so I'll make the motion for this, for the second one, for the CARB.
All right, any discussion on this motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Sorry, ladies, I did that too fast.
And Mr. Reeve, I'll just talk a little bit about that. Councillor Fadeev could also, it's not that easy a position. It's actually, they send you off to training for about a week, and it's like a 6-month kind of training program. They slam it into a week. So it's not, you can't just say, well, I want to be the chair or whatever if you don't have the training, so it's a bit of an issue. But if anybody else would like to take the training, I'd recommend, think about doing it, because we need
Should
more
we send
folks.
more than one person to take the training?
Mr. Reeve and members of council, I guess that would be up to council. The training is not inexpensive. That would be my only concern is if we're training people who aren't going to use that training, the training is not cheap.
I just don't think it's fair for Ben to be, he has quite a few hard ones there, and for him to do it unless you want to do it.
We've been very fortunate that our planning and our assessors have done a great job with like deflecting a lot of these appeals. We have a few coming up here, 3 or 4. Not that it's not financially expensive, but it is mentally
Challenging.
draining, right? But it's fun. If you like listening to a lawyer and a judge talk for 10 hours a day.
Yeah, that sounds, we did that yesterday, so it's not that fun.
10 hours. It's like 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock. But it's good. It's good. I enjoy it. I don't mind, but
So you're okay with that?
I'm okay with it.
All right, so
Unless somebody wants to, just wants to go.
Okay, I think if Councillor Fideo wants to take that term for a while, I think we're good to go then. All right.
And through the Reeve, to Councillor Fadeev and to the rest of council, actually, I think there is some value to some of the things that Councillor Swiger said in terms of training somebody else. I think there is some value to having maybe one of the members at large take the training or whatever extra training is required to fill the chair. In the event that something happens, that Councillor Fadeev can't make a meeting or something, and I don't know if the other members have exactly the same training, I would, or if it's slightly different for the chair. If it's the same training, then we're good. We would have.
Councillor Fideo?
Exactly the same.
There always has been a shortage of people. So the pool is pretty extensive. So there you'll have Cliff will come in from St. Paul, and if they're short, they will call on us to help them out. So
Go back and forth.
it's pretty good that way, because a lot of municipalities aren't, they're just not big enough, like, to
Yeah.
deal with it,
That
so,
was a problem years ago as well.
yeah, so it's pretty good that way. It is pretty good.
Okay. Does somebody want to take the training by chance?
I'll take the training.
Yeah, all right. You guys stepping up to the plate. Thank you, Counselor Slipchick, for doing that. Do we need a motion to send them for, no,
We'll just arrange that.
sorry?
No, we'll just arrange it. He said.
We'll just
Perfect.
arrange that.
Good.
And the last one is the Assessment Review Board appointment for the clerk. The Assessment Review Boards are impartial tribunals that hear formal complaints against the assessment of properties, businesses, and local improvements. The ARB is the first level of formal complaint for all types of property assessment, with the exception of linear property assessment. The board meets when a complaint needs to be heard, and schedule for hearings is at the discretion of the clerk. As per the Alberta Municipal Government Act, as well as the MD bylaw number 1742 and 1743, council is required to appoint an ARB clerk by resolution for the municipality. Due to organizational changes within the MD and responsibilities thereof, administration is proposing to appoint Stephanie Severin as the ARB clerk, and our recommended action is that the council appoints Stephanie Severin as clerk for the Municipal District of Bonnyville Assessment Review Board effective October 27th, 21. And just a note here, Stephanie's is scheduled for training for October 25th. I'm assuming that's completed. So she is trained up and ready to go.
Awesome.
I make a motion to accept Stephanie Severin as clerk for the ARB.
Thank you, Counselor Slipchick, for making that motion. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried, thank you.
And the only thing left, Reeve Kalinsky, is the closed session for the member at large appointments.
You gotta do that, okay. Yeah, sorry, Mom, you gotta leave.
Do we describe to the public what that actually means, though?
What's that?
What it actually means, that, why we have to go into camera for that? Yeah.
Hey. Can you
In,
tell why we have?
Closed session is often required of council for, I'll boil it down to three very particular issues, land, legal, and labor. In this case, this is a labor discussion. This is a discussion about people who have applied to sit on our various boards, and it would be unfair of council to discuss their names in public, particularly for those people who may not be selected. And as a result, that would be the reason in this case for going into closed session, is to be able to discuss and council choose who they felt was the best candidate for some of those positions without embarrassing anybody in the public.
I agree. Yes, we need
I'll make the motion to go into camera.
thank you. Do we need all in favor of that? All those in favor? Carried, thank you.